Hello, my friends, and welcome to today's yoga practice. Today I have a Yin Yoga for rest practice planned for you. So, this is good just in the middle of the day or any time of the day when you need to slow down and your body needs to kind of recharge, recuperate. But it's also going to be a practice that will be perfect for preparing you for a night of sleep, of soothing rest. This practice kind of moves through the whole body for the most part, a full body practice. It was requested by one of you, so I'm grateful for you speaking up and asking for what you need. And I hope this helps you to give you just that. So we're going to start today in child's pose. So finding your way onto your hands and knees. For child's pose, you can have your knees together or wide apart, big toes close together or a little bit wider. Coming to bring the hips towards the heels, doesn't matter if they get all the way there. If you need to place a cushion or something beneath your hips, definitely do so. Walking the hands forward and resting the forehead down. If the forehead for any reason doesn't come all the way to the ground, you can place a block beneath it. If the arms being outstretched forward feels like too much, the arms can be wide, or you can have the elbows bent and rest the head onto the hands or onto the forearms. And for any of these poses that we do today, if at any point in time they become more stressful rather than restful, then take your time to just move out of the pose. Maybe go less deep or just find a totally different shape that feels most comfortable for you. Taking this time to take care of yourself fully, to slow down completely. If you're practicing in real time, this video is being released in spring, so our days are getting longer. We often feel the pull to be more energetic and to do more. But we need to remember to balance that out with periods of rest. Just like the moon waxes and wanes, the tides rise and fall, nature always finds its own natural balance, and we need to encourage ourselves to do the same. For most of the practice today, I'll offer you silence, just a little bit of guidance in the beginning of each pose. But most of this time is for you to slow down, to do less rather than more, to invite the mind to process what has happened in the day thus far, so that you can allow yourself to truly rest, letting go of anything that comes in the way of that, just letting it go or letting it be, or at the very least this time here in your practice. Just 3 more breaths here. Find your way onto your hands and knees, bringing the knees just about beneath the hips here, and setting up for melting heart pose or puppy pose, keeping the hips somewhat above the knees here now as you walk the hands forward and rest the forehead down. Similar variations to child's pose. You can place something in underneath the forehead or open the arms out wide or bend the elbows instead. Focusing on exactly the essence of what is in the name of the pose, melting the heart down, softening the chest towards the earth. Take 1 or 2 more breaths. Start to make your way back up onto your hands and knees just for a moment, bringing the wrists underneath the shoulders. And from here, coming all the way down onto your belly, have an option. You might like to take a blanket or a small pillow, just rolled underneath the front of the hip creases. For some folks, that can feel soothing, comforting, and good. But if that's not helpful, you can just lie with your belly flat down and placing your forehead down. You can make a pillow with the hands for the forehead or just bring one ear down, taking 10 or 15 breaths with one ear to the side and then switching to the opposite side if you take that variation. but just feeling your whole front body supported by the ground beneath you. Feeling the expansion of the belly into the ground as you inhale, and the softening of everything as you exhale. About 3 more full breaths right here. Lifting the chest, placing the elbows beneath the shoulders, setting up for Sphinx pose. If you have a blanket or a pillow underneath your hip points, you might remove it. It might feel supportive and you can keep it there. If you feel any pinching or anything uncomfortable in the low back, you can take the feet a little bit wider apart from one another. Notice if you're looking forward or looking up, and instead, maybe let the back of the neck be long by inviting a tuck of the chin towards the chest, maybe even resting the forehead down all the way, releasing the head heavy or placing the forehead on some kind of support, a block or a couple pillows. And then just let yourself be. Let go of the need to change or adjust too much. And simply revel in the beauty of the stillness and what happens within that stillness. Just be with it, whatever arises, whatever passes, present with each moment. Letting it happen, letting it process, and letting it go. One more breath in. Let it go completely. And then bring yourself all the way around onto a seat. You might sit your hips up onto something. You might just sit on the ground, setting up for diamond pose. So rather than butterfly, where you have the knees bent out and the heels hugging in close, giving some space between your heels and your pelvis. Hands can rest on the ankles. Maybe you'll slide the wrists underneath, palms face up. On an inhale, feel the spine extend long and remain as upright as you need to. Or over time, you might hinge and fold forward, almost like you're softening the crown of the head towards the inner arches of the feet. Give yourself one more full breath here. And start to sit tall if you're folded forward. Lift the knees up for a moment. And then swing your left foot out to the side. So internally rotating through that left hip, keeping that right knee externally open, setting up for deer pose. For deer pose, you can be anywhere between right angles between the knees and the hips, or have the legs a little more closed, more flexed through the knees. Whatever feels most comfortable. If you feel yourself really leaning over towards the right, you might take a blanket and slide it underneath the right hip to help lift you up, keep you more centered. Chest towards that right leg. Can either fold more towards the knee or more towards the right foot or anywhere in between. You might just sit upright. Trying to feel a stretch, a sensation in that right glute, the outer right hip. So if you feel it sitting tall, you might stay tall, or you can hinge to fold forward any amount. If your head is starting to feel kind of heavy and the neck is starting to feel strained as you fold forward, you can rest the head onto a block or any other prop. Notice if you feel the tendency to force yourself deeper. Notice if you're having the tendency in the mind to analyze or judge what's happening. Try to let all of that go, all of that drift away, and just be exactly where you are, as long as there's no pain, sharpness, stabbing. Whether you feel a little or a lot, let this be a practice of patience, of stillness, of contentedness in the mind, calming the mind down and settling into stillness. Just one more breath. Transitioning to the second side. Taking your time, being gentle with the hips as you bring the left leg in front, internally rotating through the right hip this time. Letting this left side be unique from the right side, knowing that it doesn't need to match exactly the angles of the bend of the knees, doesn't need to match the exact depth of the fold forward, and just honoring this side of the body as unique. Finding your depth of the pose, where you feel something, whether it's subtle, whether it's big, but something you can manage for a couple of minutes of time, a couple of minutes of stillness with whatever has come up in the body, keeping the face soft, keeping the mind calm, and letting the breath take care of you however the body needs to breathe to support you here in this pose, in this moment of time. One more breath. And exiting the pose gently and mindfully. And transitioning now into a half butterfly. So you can start with both legs extended long out in front of you and bend the right knee, open it out to the right. If you need to place any kind of support, a block underneath that right knee or outer right thigh, more than welcome. You can also place a blanket or something underneath the left knee if it feels hyperextended when it's straight. Similar to all the forward folds we've been doing, sitting tall might be enough. Hands at your sides to hold you up, stretching into the back of the left leg, or hinging to fold forward. Any amount. The right amount for you is what's important here. And only you know that. By turning your attention inward, awareness drawing towards yourself, towards your sense perception of what's happening in the body, so that you may serve yourself to the best of your ability right here and right now. Letting everything else just drift away. And an inhale, exiting the pose. Feel yourself come out of it. And then switching sides, straightening your right leg, bending the left knee up and open to the side. Sitting tall, perhaps staying tall, or perhaps the body would like to invite a fold forward. Just feel your body, feel your breath, collecting all your energy back to yourself in order to ground down. Imagining yourself rooting deep down into the dark earth and finding rest. Moving towards a restful state. Each exhale descending down, settling down. Inhale to sit tall, both legs extending straight out in front of you now. You can either sit the sit bones up on something and or add something beneath the knees, caterpillar pose, both legs long, sitting tall, or folding forward now. Lengthening through the whole posterior chain, the whole back of the body. Curling yourself inwards, both physically and mentally. One more full breath. Sit tall if you're folded forward. And then come to lie down on your back. Moving into a pose called banana pose. We won't be in this pose for too long, but just to lengthen after all those forward folds. Legs long, arms long overhead, feet over to the right. Left ankle might cross on the right ankle, shoulders over to the right. Right hand might grab the left wrist. Feel the body melt into the ground, especially the left shoulder and left hip descending down. Take yourself through the center. Might pause in the middle, take a full body stretch, or even hug the knees in towards the chest. Anything you need to counter that. And then moving to the second side. Stretching now up and down the whole right length of the body. So feet over to the left, shoulders, arms up and over to the left. Maybe the right ankle crosses over the left ankle. Really, that left leg can do anything that it needs to do. As the body bananas in the opposite direction, the right shoulder and the right hip. Descending down. Opening up the space between the two, breathing into the right side of the ribs. Feeling the expansion and the gentle contraction. Take yourself out of the side bend. Straight line in the spine. And then either bending the knees, feet on the ground, constructive rest, knees fall in towards one another, staying there, or finding a happy baby pose. This might just be knees towards the chest, and then taking the knees out wide, hands on the shins, hands behind the thighs, or hands to the outer edges of the feet, the arms inside the knees, as you press the soles of the feet up to the sky. Anywhere between feet on the ground, constructive rest, and here, perfectly welcome. Just one more breath wherever you've chosen to be. And hugging the knees in towards the chest. Moving into a supine twist, letting the knees go to the right, opening the left arm out to the left. You can place any props underneath the legs or between the legs as needed, or take a different variation of a twist if this does not serve you and your body right now. Last couple of poses before final rest. You might start to really draw your attention towards the exhales now. Noticing the length of your exhale compared to the inhale, and perhaps inviting the exhale to be ever so slightly longer than the breath in. Take one more complete breath. Let it go. Breathe in as the knees come up through center, hugging them in towards the chest, and then taking them over to the second side, the left side, opening the right arm out in whatever direction feels safe for that right shoulder. Supporting between the knees or underneath the legs with blankets, pillows, or whatever suits your needs. Letting every last knot of tension just untie and almost lift and drift out of the body as you soften and relax. Each exhale growing just a little bit longer. Just one more breath on this side. Deep inhale. Complete exhale. Unwinding from the twist. From here, moving into your final resting pose. If you need to take any last little shapes, stretches, or wiggles on the way there, you're more than welcome to. Setting yourself up for total success in your Shavasana, your rest. So supporting underneath the knees with a bolster if you need, placing a blanket over top of you. If lying on your back is not comfortable, you can lie on your belly, on your side. Letting each limb relax completely, one by one. The right arm, the whole right arm heavy. Relaxing down the hand, the fingers, the whole left arm, totally by itself, heavy, soft. None of the muscles activating. Everything relaxing, the hand, the fingers. both arms like dead weight at your sides. The legs, the right leg from the top, the hip, the knee, the ankle, the muscles, the right foot, the right toes. Totally still, totally relaxed and releasing, heavy down. The left leg, the whole leg, all around the hip, the knee, the ankle, all the muscles, the bones, the left foot, the left toes. Totally releasing both legs like dead weight, heavy, soft, releasing down. The torso, the front of the torso, the chest, the ribs, the belly, relaxing into the back body, the upper back, mid back, low back, supported, relaxing. The shoulders, the neck, and the jaw, letting them go. Relaxing the mouth, the teeth, the tongue, the cheeks, nose, the eyes, eyebrows and temples and the forehead. Totally relaxed, totally soft. The ears, the sides and back of the head, and the very top of the head. The whole body, totally resting, totally still, taking this time. If it's the only time you take to totally rest, nothing to do, nowhere to be, just with yourself as you are. Start to bring your awareness back to your body if it's drifted away. Start to notice your breath once again. Start to deepen the breath here just a little bit as you invite small movements back, wiggling the fingers and the toes, rolling the wrists and the ankles, and then bending at the knees, moving slowly as you roll onto either side. And then from your side, pressing your way all the way back up to a comfortable seat. Sitting tall, eyes soft or closed, hands in the lap, just noticing how you feel. Invitation to bring the palms together at heart center, a gesture and a moment of gratitude and appreciation for your practice, for yourself, and for your life. A moment of gratitude from me to you. Thank you so much for sharing your practice, your time, your energy today, whether the energy was high or low. If you're off to sleep, I wish you a wonderful rest. And otherwise, hopefully this helped to find balance from perhaps feeling high energy, feeling exhausted, feeling depleted. Maybe this was a time to recharge. I hope that you found something in it that was beneficial to you. If you liked this video, please like it below, subscribe, let me know how you're feeling and what kind of practices you're needing in the future. I look forward to practicing with you next time. Thank you, my friend. Goodbye.